What's up, guys? So I wanted to upload a video. I've actually had a couple people ask me this question, and I figured I might as well just go ahead and post it. And really, I think it'll be a good way just so that anybody that watches, they'll know who I am, where I come from, and my reasons for being here. Um, Pretty much it. My how I got into bodybuilding. And really, the best way to answer that question, starting out, I don't know, to be honest with you. I know most people say, I was a skinny kid, this, that, and the other. I really wasn't a skinny kid. I mean, through high school, I was probably a medium build. I really wasn't fat, but I wasn't skinny. Um, I played sports, and so it was really never very difficult for me to put on size, put on weight. I really never had a problem with my weight besides laziness, to be honest with you, because, at some points I got to the point where I was like, yeah, I really want to look like this, and I'll start working arms and this, that, and the other to get a large torso, larger upper body. And then I can recall other points in my life where, I was actually running track. I was sprinting. So I was like, well, I want to try to focus on legs, power cleans, this, that, and the other. Try to get my compounds, my compound movements, um, my max weights in those, get my max up, and then also to be more functional in sports. So I worked out throughout high school off and on as well. And then as far as bodybuilding is concerned, though, like as far as just kind of playing muscle symmetry, etc. I can recall back in high school, I want to say probably my junior year. This is I'm currently 26 now. I'm currently 26, and in my junior year, I want to say that I was 16. Probably because my birthday's in April. So, I would have been 16 in my junior year. And I can recall, at that point, it's like where I kind of found myself, I guess you would say, because I used to be a really shy dude. I really was never that outgoing. That's one thing I can say, though, is that I developed a little bit later as far as socially. And so I can recall having magazines from back in 2006, 2007. I actually found a stack. I actually had found a stack of old Flex magazines. I used to subscribe to Flex and Muscular Development. I could remember reading those religiously, following the current, at that time, the current bodybuilding lineup, and it's not the same as it is today. Of course, we didn't have Kai Green, we didn't have Dennis Wolf. He was not even heard of at that point. They were heard of, but they weren't like IFBB Pro. I can recall Phil early on in Phil Heath's career. Back when we had Tony Freeman. I became a big fan of Branch. Johnny Jackson. That's whenever them two were training partners, and they would release their workout videos. Of course, Ronnie Coleman. And see, when I say Ronnie Coleman, when I think about it, I feel like I was following bodybuilding even before that, because when I think back, my 2006, that was the year that Ronnie Coleman was supposed to win his ninth Mr. O, and he ended up losing to Jay Cutler. That was my senior year. So I feel like I was following bodybuilding way before then, even probably a sophomore. I can't really recall what caused me to pick it up. I think I just saw interest in it because I know my dad, he used to bodybuild, but that was like a long time ago. I've seen some pictures of him whenever he put on size. He put on a little bit of mass, but just how it is now versus back in the day, it was more focused on symmetry than the whole mass monster thing. So he was more symmetrical with like six-pack abs and shit like that. So I wanted to get big whenever I actually got into bodybuilding. I can remember one of my homeboys, John. We used to get the every BSN supplement money could buy because we were huge fans of Ronnie Coleman. Let's see. I could remember taking NO2. The NO2 whenever they were in the back when NO2 was in a bottle like about this big, like the 190 caps or something like that. I remember taking Blitz Cycle. What else, man? We used to take, of course, creatine. We used to take, Cell Tech, some Muscle Tech supplements, and then we ended up just swapping over to straight BSN. And I think between the two of us, we had probably the whole line. And we would faithfully, we'd train. This is even after we graduated high school, before he went to the military, and I think I may have been in school at that point. We could still go over to the high school and train, and then we would go eat. We'd go eat like Chinese or something, and then of course it's the post-workout supplement. We did all of our post-workout supplements. And I mean, as far as weight training, I've weight trained off and on probably for around 7-8 years, and I really didn't truly stop lifting weights until around 2000. And let's see, I'm 26 now. I would say from about the age of 23 to 25 is the only time in a long time that I can truly remember not working out at all, not really trying to focus on training. But one thing I can say between then and now is that I've always been the type of person that collects hobbies. Guys, I've been in a ping pong. I've been in a ping pong, damn, Xbox. Man, I used to run a clan online. Anybody can still get it on Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I don't really fuck with the new Call of Duty because, like I said, I mean, I'll get into something, man. Like, something new. I'll find something new, and it'll just like grab me, and I get to the point where I'm like obsessed, and like I will study something. Like I'll study it. I'll get books. I get magazines. I look online. I join forums. I do pretty much everything. If you look through all the stuff that I own, I still have probably about 15 or 20 notebooks just from every different little hobby that I've picked up throughout my life. I used to skateboard, guys. Fucking anybody that knows me, that grew up with me, I used to have a half pipe in my backyard. Me and my dad built. I used to have pretty much a skate park in my backyard. I used to rollerblade, and I'm talking about not like just fucking for fun. I used to have a pair of K2s. Golly, man. Just thinking back, like, I've been into it a lot longer than I've actually given myself credit for. But more recently, as far as tenure goes, I really only count my most recent because that's whenever I've actually applied all the information that I truly know that I've absorbed throughout the years. Because, like I said, guys, I study. And that's one thing that I've always done is fucking studied. I made good grades in high school. I mean, I'm a smart dude, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to be, like, arrogant or anything about it, but just things kind of come to me. I'm a pretty quick learner. I adapt very quickly. And that's one thing that I can say that's kind of helped me see my way through without a whole bunch of struggle. And falling back on what I was saying before, I have so much information, but I never really applied it because I was a lot younger and I really wasn't as motivated because I had other things, girls, work, school, this, that, and the other. I partied and everything, guys. So it wasn't all about bodybuilding, and I truly regret it, to be honest with you. I really wish that would have been the one thing that I stuck with throughout this whole time, just so that I could really see where or what I would have evolved into at this point. But I can't really dwell on that. So what I did is, once I truly picked up bodybuilding again, like as far as right now to up to this day, it's actually kind of funny. A guy that I used to go to high school with, we've hung out off and on for like the last year or two, and I hadn't seen him for a while, and I moved out, got an apartment, and I can't remember how we got back in contact, but he comes over to my apartment, this very apartment, and he comes over with a cutoff on, and this motherfucker is huge, man. Fucking cut to the socks. He just looks like he's been training. I mean, he used to wrestle, so he was a lot, he was a lot smaller in high school. I mean, you just look at him now versus what he did in high school, and I was just like, damn. And to be honest with you, I was jealous as fuck, because I was just like, man, you know what I mean? Because I know about bodybuilding, I've followed the sport, I know about weight training, and I was just in a slump in my life, man. And not trying to be sobby or nothing, but I was just in a slump, and I was lazy, I wasn't training, and it just clicked. It just got to the point where I was like, man, fuck this. I got to the point where I just said, I have to make a change. Because all the way up until last year, I had never in my life weighed over 200 pounds. Never even touched it. I'd put on weight, but as soon as I become conscious of it, I'd just go ahead and start cutting back. I'd take my weight off. Relatively easy, was not much struggle. And at this point, I was 202, 206, something like that. And I just felt huge. And not in a good way. And so I said, fuck it. I saw the way he looked, and I was just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just motivated me to the core. And ever since that day, I saw him that weekend. We watched the game. He was telling me about it. And that Thursday, I joined the gym. And at first, I was thinking, I was just trying to pull out all my old information about training and all that, so I could see what direction I wanted to go. Because I was like, well, I got a lot of body fat on me. I'm thinking maybe I'll just go ahead and try to cut. And then I was like, no, let's just go ahead and let's just try to get strong. Let's try to put on mass. And I kind of struggled with that decision back and forth for about a month, but I was still steady training because I needed to get my base back, try to get some muscle memory going, trying to get, back into the swing of things at least. Then, before that decision really became that important. And I was training, we ended up joining the same gym. Like, I joined the gym that Thursday after I first saw him, and then about a month and a half later he joined. So we started discussing a local show, the Knox Classic, because this guy at the gym, he competed in that show. I can't recall what place he came in. I'm not going to name drop or anything. But we were like, you know what? Let's see what we can. Let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't get into the 2015 show, and that became the goal. And at first I was like, man, that's just a goal. I'm motivated, I'm overzealous, and I set the bar high when I get very excited about something, and that's exactly what I did, to be honest with you. And I truly never even thought that I would truly see the gains that I've seen. But one thing that I can say versus any other time that I can remember working out is that my level of consistency, my diet, and my focus, my intensity overall with the program has been the highest that it ever has in the past. And I made some very, very fast strength gains and size gains. And, on my last video I posted some update pics, and that's, the progress that I made throughout, my bulk cycle. And this will be my first real bulk cycle. Like I said, I've worked out off and on all my life. I've studied diet, weight training, nutrition, bodybuilding, pretty much my whole life, my teenage life and on. But I only count now because I've stayed consistent and I've been aggressive with it. And to be honest with you, I thanked him today for being the person that truly motivated me to the core to get off my fucking ass and to do what I knew that I could do. And like I said, I can't thank him enough. I said it too. I posted on Facebook and everything because I want to be able to motivate people. I want other people to feel the way that I feel, because there's nothing in the world like it. One thing that I see so often, man, is because I mean we're in a small town, and you know, it's I'm not even going to get onto that topic about the town really. I just want to say is that people lose their motivation throughout high school. You'll see people, you know, they're so smiley, and then as they get older, you can just tell their confidence in themselves has just declined so greatly. And I was in that exact time, same mindset. And I think one thing that kind of gets to you is that you get so into the mindset of depending on other people, or you know, being able and putting faith in other people on TV or people around you. You know, you have so high hopes for other people, but you don't have the same hopes for yourself. And that's one thing that I see in other people. So and so can do it because they have good genetics or this, that, and the other. I said I had to get that mindset out of the way, and I really don't know, but it just got to the point to where I had faith and confidence. And ever since then, you know, I really never knew if I was really going to be able to hit the show. I mean, today I still don't know. I'm really weighing on 2015 or 2016. But I can say is that regardless of if I get in that show or not, right now, I feel better than I felt in five or 10 years. And that's God's honest truth. And there's nothing in this world that can make you feel as good as you can make yourself feel. And if you get into this lifestyle, and if you stick with it, and if you're consistent, and you'll get the confidence back in yourself to really think that you can do it. Because that's one thing too, is confidence that, you know, it really holds people back, because you already, you know, if you don't have the confidence in your head telling you that yes, you can do it, then you're already selling yourself short. So that's going to carry over to weight training. That's going to carry over to eating. That's going to carry over to, should I go work out today? Well, I'm probably not going to make the show anyway, or I'm probably not going to place in the show anyway. So it ain't going to hurt me if I just skip it this one time, and then you skip it this time, and then next time, and then 3 weeks later you haven't went in a month. And I just had to shake it, and I'm so glad that I did. And you just have to be mentally tough, because one thing is that at first it hurts, it sucks, you're sore, you're tired, you're hungry, all this, that, and the other. The only thing I can say about that is stick through it, because once your body starts changing, and other people that haven't seen you in forever, and they're like, oh my God, that makes you feel good, and it touches you deep inside, man. And that's the most honest thing that I can tell you. And I hate to say it, you know, you're deep down, you're not training for other people. I don't recommend to do that, but it is a motivating factor, and it will keep you going. It's something that keeps you motivated, and that's one thing that I can say, is that you have to stay motivated, and you have to find it within yourselves. You can't wait, you know, you can't try to get on YouTube and look at so-and-so's videos every time. Sometimes you just got to find the motivation around you. And I mean, I've had those days. You know, sometimes I'll get online and I'll have to watch, you know, Physiques of Greatness or whatever, and you know, just watch some training videos and try to get some motivation up. But other days, I'm just like, man, I just get to the gym. Like one day I can recall, I felt like shit. I couldn't breathe, and it was right around the beginning of springtime. And so I just broke down. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go to the gym. It's a leg day, so I got to get it in. So I go to the gym, and I found the motivation to really turn the intensity up. It's probably one of my best leg days. I could barely breathe. My allergies were killing me, because I'm pretty sensitive to pollen and this, that, and the other. And the thing that motivated me that day, and I'll never forget it, I walked in the gym. I saw a couple people there that I'll train with every now and then, and I just threw my headphones on. I played the music, and I just started breathing and just looking around and not saying anything. And only thing that I could see is everybody that was in the gym that day, they were either resting, not resting, I mean like just straight sitting down, being fucking lazy on the machines with their phones in their hands and just talking. And I stood there for about 5 minutes, and every person in the gym, hardly anybody did anything. And for some reason, it just clicked in my head. I was like, this ain't me. I gotta fucking, you know what I'm saying? I want to have a complete physique. I want to be fucking in shape head to toe. I want to be symmetrical from head to toe. So it just put a fire in me. And I just went ahead and started throwing plates on the leg press, and I knocked it out. I knocked the leg day out, and like I said, that's probably one of the most productive leg days that I've ever had. And I did not feel like and I felt like shit, and I pushed through it. At some points, you know, after I was doing some heavy stiff leg deadlifts, I had to lay down just because I couldn't breathe, and I was starting to get so dizzy. But I had to keep the intensity because I'm hungry, man. And I swear, I want to stand on that stage, and I want to win the overall. Well, I'll be a true amateur, so I'm not sure if I would even be able to, if I would be in the overall, and just win my class as a true amateur, my first time on stage. And to be honest, even if I don't win, it'd still be one of the biggest moments of my adult life, because I went from fucking looking like shit. And one day I may post some pictures of how I looked where I started. But it's just nothing like it. And I spend every single day now thinking about that show and what I currently need to do. And it is one of the most productive, healthy things that I've done for myself. I know that, you know, the overall bodybuilding lifestyle might not be the healthiest because you know, of course, you're going to get your overall body fat down to dangerous levels. That's really the only downside to it. You know, you do become self-absorbed, and I think people need that. And people tell you that being arrogant, being cocky, this, that, and the other, being a big fan of yourself is something bad. And I'm sorry, that's fucking pussy. And that's the reason why so many people sell themselves short, because they're told, or they're made to feel like, oh, you can't feel a certain way about yourself. You can't be happy for yourself. You have to, you know, you want to celebrate other people, but you can't celebrate yourself. I think that's bullshit. And personally, I want to be my biggest fan, because overall, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to be happy for other people, of course. If anybody does good around me, I'm going to be the first person there for you, and I want to be the first person there that motivates people. There have been so many people that's gotten in the fitness journey lately, and they're like, man, I just don't know if I can do it. And I'll be the first person to tell you, yeah, you can. You're just being lazy right now. Go to the gym, knock it out, and just think about it, because this is a lifestyle. You can't give up just because you don't feel good, just because you don't think you can do it, because you can. Your body's going to adapt. It has to. It's not, oh, I can't because this, that, and the other. Just go get it done, and I promise you, you'll get there. You got to fucking put some effort into it, and you'll get where you want to be. This is a really long ass video, guys. I really talked a lot longer than I wanted to, but like I said, I just really wanted people to understand who I am and where I'm coming from. I know I'm just some random ass dude that showed up on YouTube all of a sudden posting videos talking shit, but you know, I feel like people could probably understand where I'm coming from, because I just want to help people, because if you can feel the way that I feel right now, then I've done a good thing. And I want to be a good trainer. I want to train people, and I want to be the person that somebody says, so and so changed my life. And I tell you right now, Michael Mumpower, he changed my life. Something that's that small, somebody showing up in my apartment being in shape, has changed my entire life. That's all it takes, and there's nothing as powerful as that. I mean, I know people are cynical on the internet, but to me, there's nothing more powerful than that. And like I said, I want to change people's lives, and I think I can. I have confidence, and that's really about it, guys. I'm just sitting here cooking my food, washing these dishes. Y'all be good, guys. I'm gonna be uploading some training content here shortly. I'm about to get back on my bulk, baby. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm probably gonna upload some content to outline my plans, my goals for this bulk. But happy Easter, guys.